Hey Supermoms, it's Sarah with Supermom Shuffle. Before we get started, let me join in on my computer as well, because even though it looks like we're up close, my camera is actually far enough away that I can't read your questions. So I'm going to join in here to where I can read them on the computer screen if I need to. Okay, there we go. I can see it now. Okay, so hi, how's everybody doing? Happy April. It's time to do our April unboxing and just go over everything that was in the April Supermom ShuffleBox. I hope that you all liked it if you are subscribers, and if not, you'll see what was in it and you'll see if it's something that you think would be up your alley for the next time around. Before we get started on that though, a couple housekeeping items. I made some notes so I wouldn't forget. First things first, the May box theme is going to be May is for Mommies, since we've got Mother's Day in May. It's a pretty big holiday for us. And so the theme is going to be May is for Mommies, and it's all gifts and beautiful things for moms. It's not, you know, the April box was less mess, more stress. I'm so, not more stress. No mess, less stress was the theme. And it was all things that were kind of for cleaning and for cleaning our minds and for cleaning our houses and keeping things organized, something useful like that. And for May, it's more just pretty gifts for moms. And it'll still have our notebook in it. It'll still have the cookbook, all the normal things that you would expect. But all of the things, the theme of the box is just a really nice set of gifts for mom. And so you'll be able to order those through April the 30th unless we sell out. I would not wait to get this box because we actually sold out in April and had a couple of people miss out. So I would go ahead and reserve yours sooner rather than later if you want to get a May box. If you want to give it as a gift, you can do that. There is a gift option. You can do just 1 month's box gift, or you can do a gift subscription if that's a good gift idea for you guys for Mother's Day. If you don't see a gift option that you want, you can always email me and I'm sure we can come up with something that would be the perfect gift that you would want to give for Mother's Day or any other time for that matter. You can always reach me at supermomshuffle@gmail.com and I'll be happy to help, and we'll come up with something that would be the perfect gift for mom. And there's also, in addition to the subscription boxes, in the next item on the housekeeping list, actually that was a good segue, there is a Mother's Day bundle box that I have put in the shop, and there is a new mom bundle box that I have put in the shop. And those are both, the new mom box will be there all the time, and of course the Mother's Day box will be up until Mother's Day, and then that one will go. So it's a limited edition box, and it's got lots of fun stuff. There's picture and description of everything that's in there, but it's just got lots of fun, nice treat things for mom. And so that's a different alternative if you don't want to do a full subscription box, or if you don't think that what the theme is for May is something that mom would be interested in, then you can just do an actual Mother's Day bundle gift box. And it's got all kinds of fun things. It's got a book, it's got nail polish strips, it's got, things to help mom relax, it's all kinds of stuff. The details are on the website. And as for the new mom box, kind of the same thing. I think it's the perfect gift for a new mom, especially a mom that maybe is not her first child, that doesn't necessarily need a whole bunch of baby stuff the second time around or the third time around, or however many times around it is now. It's just all things that would help a new mom feel a little less tired and a little more pampered, and just things that a new mom might need. And the description and item list for that is also in the shop on supermomshufflebox.com. And if you order one of those, I will be happy to put in little baby booties, little socks, something, a little hair bow, whatever you would like. If you want to tell me if it's boy or girl, or if it's not yet known, if you want to send it ahead of time, I can put in something that's kind of neutral that could go either way. So just know it does come, and there's a note on this description that it does come with some kind of little baby item that'll go with the little card and everything that goes in your bundle box. If you have any questions about that, let me know. Sarah at supermomshuffle@gmail.com. Those are both going to be $40 with free shipping. So $40 is it, that's everything. It's included in the price, and it ships to wherever you want it to go. You can have it shipped to you, or you can have it just shipped to your loved one in time for Mother's Day. If you want to have it in time for Mother's Day, let's say, let me look at the calendar. Let's say you need to order by Friday, April 30th to guarantee that it would get here or get there in time for Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is on Sunday, May the 9th this year. So yeah, let's call it April 30th was when you would need to get the order in by to do a Mother's Day bundle box. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to choke there. So go check those out. They're on supermomshufflebox.com. Next item on the list, if you're not getting our newsletter, we send out a weekly newsletter on Thursdays. And so if you're not getting that, make sure you sign up and get our weekly newsletter. And the way you can do that is go to supermomshufflebox.com and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and at the bottom there's a big box that says, weekly newsletter, sign up, and you just give me your email address and it will get you in the queue to where you get the every Thursday email address. And that's just a good way to know if there's any sales or any pop-up shops that we do in the ShuffleMom shop, in the Shuffle shop. It's just a good way to know ahead of time if anything's coming up, if there's any big sales. When it gets to be holiday time, like Black Friday or Christmas, that's just a good way to keep informed of everything. And it also lets you know ahead of time what the themes for the boxes are going to be, and if there's anything that is a pre-sale, you get first access to it. So head on over and get on the email list. There's also a private Facebook group if you are a subscriber. So if you're a subscriber and you're not in the private Facebook group yet and you want to be, the name of the Facebook group is Supermom ShuffleBox Subscription Members. It's really tough code to crack. So just go and just say you want to be joining in. It's going to ask you a couple questions to where we can verify that you are an actual subscriber of the box, and then we'll get you put in the group. And there's lots of extra stuff on the group, each week as we go. While we're talking about the Supermom shop that's on supermomshufflebox.com, I had a lot of people ask that wanted to give gifts or that were wanting to get things for themselves that weren't necessarily box subscriptions or that came in a box. They didn't necessarily want one of the bundle boxes, and they didn't necessarily want the monthly box, but they still were looking for fun gifts for moms and fun gifts for themselves. And they kept asking, are you going to ever put anything in the shop that's not a box or not related to the box? And so we're going to give that a little go, give it a test. There are a couple things in the shop that are not in a box that are just all fun gifts that you can give to moms or get for yourself. I have one of each because I wanted to see what it looked like and make sure it was good quality before I put it in the shop. And so there's a couple things on there. There's a set of beach towels on there, and you can pick your print. There's, I think, 9 prints to choose from, and they're super, super cute. There's a pair of earrings and a matching necklace if you wanted to do something like that. I actually have those here. I kept the stuff handy. I featured these in the Facebook Live on Monday for Supermom Shuffle, and I wanted to be able to do the same here. So here's the earrings that are in the shop. They're Viv and Lou earrings. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that brand, but they have the cutest things. And then there's a necklace that matches. Whoop, let me go towards the camera. It is this is a long necklace. It's a pendant necklace, and it's got the earrings to match. There's 2 different items in the shop, so if you want the earrings and not the necklace, or vice versa, you don't have to get both at the same time. So things that people had asked for, is there going to be any jewelry? Are there going to be purses, handbags, things like that? Tote bags were a big question. And so I found also from Viv and Lou these clutches. And I love these. These are super cute. So there's a teal one, and then there's the geometric green and white print. They both have vegan faux leather in the middle, and they are lined really nicely, and they have got a zipper pouch on the inside. I don't know if you can see that there. And then they have the handle, and the handle, as you can see, comes off. So this is perfect for a beach bag, or just if you want to have something that goes the way I use it. This is in my purse, and I stick it in my purse, and then I can just pull it out if I'm going in the store and I don't want to carry my whole big purse. I can just use this. So I think it's super cute. You can put it through your wrist and then just carry it. So these are on the let me shift here. There we go. These are on the Supermom ShuffleBox site under the shop. Both of them. There's a tote bag that matches this one that's super, super cute if you wanted to have both for the summer. And then, speaking of summer bags, a lot of the requests I got were for like bigger, heavy tote bags. And so that's obviously not going to fit in a box forever, probably. The box is just not big enough and you couldn't get anything else in the box. And so I found these and I loved these. These are pretty good size tote bags, and they have a reinforced bottom. There's a whole big thing in the bottom that's hard cardboard, and it goes in the bottom. And these are pretty good size. And so they're on the shop as well. And it's kind of in this polyester, super sturdy. They've got the vegan leather handles. These are also Vivian Lube. You've got your choices. You've got mint green. You have got a navy blue, which I love. A good navy and white stripe for summer is one of my favorite things. And then you have a hot pink with stripes as well. And so I really, really like these, and I was really impressed with the quality of them when I got them. I was really pleased to be able to put those in the Supermom shop. And so they are there. If that is of interest to you, that's where they are. Everything that's on the Supermom shop, if it's not a box, then it is free shipping. So the price is the price, and everything's included, and it has free shipping to send to you. And then on these, there is the option if you want to have it monogrammed, you can. It's $5 extra to have it monogrammed. It has where the pictures are on the website. It's got the monogram guide, and it's got the different fonts that you can choose. You can do like a 3-letter font. This is big enough you could actually do, you know, a whole name if you wanted to, or if you just want to do some initials. It's totally up to you. The guide is on there, so all you have to do, just know if you order something that is monogrammed from the shop, then I will email you and get the further details about what color thread, what are the exact initials that you want on the bag, and what exactly you want it to say. So if you do that, there's really nowhere on the ordering process in the cart to actually put the details, so just know you'll hear from me if you order something that is to be monogrammed. I'm actually going to put these in the floor because I've got one big avalanche getting ready to happen here. So let me check my notes. I think that's all the housekeeping items before we get to the actual unveiling of the box. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. So again, check out all the new stuff that's on the Supermom ShuffleBox shop. I'm super excited about the stuff, and I recognize not everybody wants a box all the time, and so this is, I think, a good compromise. Just, you know, a little something to try out, and if everybody loves it, then we'll keep going and we'll keep adding stuff to the shop. If everybody doesn't love it, then, you know, we'll call it good. No worries. So let's move on to unboxing the April box. I loved the April box, and the cleaning is near and dear to my heart. And so the April box theme was no mess, less stress. And I think that that's important to the whole theme is less stress, because April is the month of stress awareness. And so I tried to gear the notebook and everything in the box towards how can we get less stress? How can we have less stress in our lives? And sometimes it's little things that all add up to big things that stress you out. And so I think it's important, like, not to overlook any of the small things, because sometimes that will add up to a lot of stress that you don't realize. And so I started looking at different options and different things for the notebook, and I wanted to make sure that we covered under the mom section, you know, being overwhelmed and what to do about being overwhelmed, and what were the things that caused you the most overwhelm. And when I started doing some research and things like that, you know, there's all the usual things in life that are going to cause you stress, you know, money and work and job security and things like that. But overwhelmingly, a lot of people say that a mess stresses them out. And so I thought, well, I can roll with that, and I can help with that for sure. You know, that's something that we can fix, and we can try to help eliminate that part of the stress. If a mess stresses you out, we got this. We can fix that. No problem. And so I took that and ran for the April box. And so let's just start. I've got my card here that tells me everything that's in it, so I don't forget everything. Let's go with the cookbook first. It's all one-pot meals, and I love that because certainly that's going to be less stress for sure if it's just one pot and you only have to clean one thing. Give me a one-pot recipe all day, every day, and I'm super excited for that. And so this has 12, and I really, really like these recipes, and these are all ones that were in our regular our regular menu rotation here and there, some more than others. But I was super excited to be able to get these all for you guys, and just they're all good, they're all easy, they're all pretty simple. There's nothing crazy spicy or anything like that. They should be pretty kid friendly, relatively allergy friendly, and I really was excited about this. So I can't wait if you if you make some recipes from this, be sure and share the pictures on social media and let us know that you made them, and let us know how they turned out and if you liked them. If there is, while I'm thinking about it going forward, if there's a cookbook that you would like to see, if there's a set of recipes you would like to see, let me know. I mean, I'm always open to your suggestions. You guys have some fantastic suggestions along the way. And so I always love your help. And I mean, you guys are the customers, and I want you guys to be happy. And if there's something that I can do to facilitate that, then, you know, I'm happy to do it. So if there's any kind of recipes you want to see, or if there's any subjects you want covered for that matter, you know, let me know, and I'll see if I can't work it into one of the upcoming boxes. I'm always happy to do that. And if I can't work it into a box, chances are I can work it somewhere into Supermom Shuffle and, you know, put some posts on the blog that may be able to help out as well. If I can't, you know, weave it into a theme of any kind or anything like that, I can certainly get it onto the blog with no problem. So, cookbook, one pot meals. Let us know if you make those. Let's see. And then let's go with, while we're still talking about overwhelm and the paper stuff and things like that, let's go with this. I have a lot of questions about this. And so I think what I'm going to do, let me sit this way. Perfect. This is a mind map, a blank mind map, and it had a marker, and it's laminated so you can use it over and over and over again. And so what I think I'm going to do is actually do a live on Friday inside our group about how to use this on the actual private Facebook group, because right now we're just on Supermom ShuffleBox Facebook page. Well, I'll do inside the Facebook group on Friday, maybe around 10, I think would work. Let me just make a note of that. We'll actually go through and do one of these because I think it would be of great help, and I did get a lot of questions about this, but basically it's just a blank mind map. There are instructions on how to do it inside your Sanity Saver notebook in the mom self-care section, but they're not super specific. It just mentions, like, this is one of the ways that I manage my stress, but it doesn't say step 1, do this, step 2, do this. So I think we'll take an opportunity and do that on Friday. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. The Matilda, the Mad Mama microwave cleaner, I love it too. So yeah, so I think we'll do this on Friday, and we'll just go through and just do one, and then everybody will see kind of how I use it and see if it can be something that could be used to help you. But the long and short of it is, you know, basically you write down anything that's really stressing you out. So if it's just one subject, like, you could use it for your job. If it's just like one project, this could be your project, and here's all the pieces of the project, and then here's all the details of each of those pieces. Or if it's just, I'm just so stressed out in general, I can't see straight, then it could be, you know, just daily life, like the house is a mess, so this is the house, here's the money, here's the kids, here's, you know, whatever else there is, and here's the things that are stressing me out about the house, here's the things that are stressing me about the kids, here's the things that are stressing me about money. And then you can just use that, when you get it all out, I think it just, you put a name on it, you've put a label on it, and sometimes even that just helps you get your thoughts back in order. But if not, you've now got an actionable list of, here's the things I need to address, here's the things that need some work, and, you know, what do I need to do? Now you've got a to-do list and some action items. And so I use this a lot, and I find it really helpful, and I hope you guys do too. And like I said, I'll go ahead and schedule the Facebook Live for Friday to do that with our group, because I think that would be of benefit to everybody. Put this over here so it's out of the way. So I think that's the paper stuff. We'll go over the notebook last. Since Matilda mentioned the Mad Mama, let's talk about her, because I love her. This is the Mad Mama microwave cleaner. I'm put it a little closer so you can see her face with the lights. She's got such a scowl on her face, and I think she's the greatest thing ever. So what you do, you put it in the microwave, and it steams out the top. She's got holes in the top of her head, and the steam comes out of the top of her head, and it just steams the whole microwave. And then when you're done, you can, she's not too hot to touch on the sides, on her arms, and you can just take her straight out instead of, you know, I always until now have used just a bowl of water. Well, now you've got a steaming hot boiling bowl of water, and what are you gonna, you know, what do you do with that while you're trying to clean stuff up? And so this is much easier. It doesn't get so hot. You can take it out of the microwave, out of your way, and it's super cute. And so what you do, there's instructions that came with it, but you take her head off, and you can see on the back there's some lines for where the water is. I think you have to actually take her face off too. Yeah, there we go. There's a vinegar line and a water line. So I know not everybody loves the smell of vinegar. I am with you on that. I don't love the smell of vinegar either. But it does seem to clean the microwave a little bit better. So if you really hate the smell of vinegar, do half of it vinegar and then fill the rest of the lime with lemon juice, and that'll kind of neutralize the vinegar smell, and that way you still have kind of that acidic agent in there that's going to help kind of degrease the microwave, but you don't have the horrible, like, I've just dyed 100 Easter eggs in my house smell either. So you do, it's got the lime for the vinegar, and then it's also got the lime for the water. You fill it up, you can put the stuff back on here, let's see. You get her all put back together. With her little hat, her hair back on. There we go. And then you put her in the microwave, and I believe it says for 3 to 7 minutes. Mine took the full 7 minutes to get really good and steamy. And then once the microwave goes off, I believe you let it sit for 2 minutes and let everything just kind of be. Open the door, take her out, and then you can just wipe it down. Now, my microwave was super, super, super dirty, and so I had to do it twice. Just real life confessions of Sarah, the Supermom. my microwave needed addressed, and so, but it really did help, and it really did work. So I hope that it works for you guys too, and I hope you guys love it. All right, let's see. I see Tracy. Love the Mad Mad. I'm so glad you like it, Tracy. Okay, we did the Mad Mama. Let's do the gloves. I know there's really not anything super exciting about cleaning gloves, but these are pretty cool. So they're just cleaning gloves. You can use them for washing dishes, cleaning whatever. But the thing that's cool about these, they're silicone. And so I think they feel a little bit more sturdy than just your regular rubber gloves, but they have little bristly prickles on them. And so you can use them for, like, if you're washing the dishes or whatever, if they've got a little bit of stuff on the dishes still, you can totally just use the palm of your hand while you're wearing the gloves to clean the dishes, and go ahead and just, you know, kind of help them get a little bit cleaner before you stick them in the dishwasher. Or if you're just going to go ahead and wash them by hand, then, you know, by all means, there's your sponge. But I think it would work super well. And I mean, I've liked them so far. I've been a big fan. So I hope you guys do as well. And mine so far, I've had mine for about a month. I've been using them, and they are holding up great. Even the little bristle things are holding up great. So you like that, the little bristle things? That's my highly technical terminology. But they're holding up great. These are mine that I've been using for a while now. So I hope that you guys like those, and I hope that they're helpful. I know it's not super exciting, but, you know, you got to help where you can. See, next, the Scotch-Brite non-scratch scrubbers. So we actually sold out, so I didn't have the whole package left, but you guys actually got a package of 3 of these. This is just out of my sink that I had, but you got 3 that were all in one package together. And these are super good because they don't scratch anything, so you can use them. But they're good to, like, get really in the pot and scrape. So all your copper pans or your Teflon pans that you shouldn't really, you know, go too hard in on, these are super good for that. And they are also eco-friendly. The package has the details on all of that, but they're really, really, really fantastic. I have liked mine a lot, so I hope you guys do as well. And you've got 3, so it should last for a little while there as well. All right, let's see, 2 things left. Let's do... One of the things was the OxyClean pen. I think we are all moms, and we know life happens. You're going to get stuff spilled on you. Somebody's going to spill stuff on them. Ketchup will explode. I mean, all these things happen. So I carry one of these in my purse. And so it's just, you know, it comes off, and it's just a little tiny OxyClean pen. So if you get a stain, you can totally squirt some of it out. You know, go ahead and get it, you know, get it treated before you get home. You don't have to wait till you get home to treat the stain, especially if it's on a dress shirt or something like that, or some nice clothes you want to be, you know, take a little more care with. So I hope everybody enjoys that. And then the last thing before we get into the notebook is just, it's a notepad, and I've got this. And what I really liked about it, I mean, I love a notepad of any kind. I've not met one I don't like yet, but it's got so many different sections on it. It's got, like, today's big 3. Here's 3 things that I want to do. Does it battle baby food stains? It does, especially like green peas and stuff, Matilda. That was always, green peas and sweet potatoes were what always stained my little onesies. And so, yeah, put this in your baby. Whoop, I got to lose the whole box. Put this in your baby bag because it will do baby food stains for sure. But do it quick. Like, don't wait till they're, you know, done for the day. Go ahead and take it off and do it as soon as you fed them. So, but back to this. It's got the section with, it's got the 3 things, like your top 3 things that you want to do for the day. And then it's got a spot for inspiration. It's got a list for stuff you don't want to forget for the day, notes and doodles. It also lets you keep track of if you've had all the water you're supposed to have every day. And so I mean, that's a small pad of paper that kind of keeps track of a lot. So I think that that's super cool. And so I've been keeping mine handy just right here on my desk. And I really enjoyed it so far. So I hope you guys do as well. That's it for the stuff that was in the box. So let's go over the notebook. This is actually, so this is the Supermom Sanity Saver notebook. This is actually the March notebook because I didn't have a printed out April one left. But I have the list here of all the things that is in it. And so you get this every month. And it's got 6 different sections. It's got the mommy self-care, it's got family care, it's got the organizing guide, it's got meal planning is a whole new section. It used to be within the organizing guide, but we decided that needed to have its own section. And there's a date night, so there's a planned date night in there. And then there is the calendars. And so it's a lot, but you're using it for a whole month at a time. And I feel like it's got sections for everything that kind of moms need to keep in mind and stuff that they need to keep on top of. And so it's meant to just help moms, you know, through the month. And there's a subject each month. So for this month, the mommy self-care was overcoming overwhelm, which is where the mind map was born from. And so there's a whole section on overcoming overwhelm. And then you can read all about that. And then there's always, every month in the mom section, there's always your self-care to-do lists. And it's got some suggested ones if you want to keep up with your daily self-care, or if what I have suggested is not your thing, totally fine, no worries. There's also blank ones that you can use. And additionally, you also get an email copy of this when you subscribe. And so you also can print off as many of these as you would want. And you have these files each month. You get the entire electric notebook. You get the cookbook. And any of the, like, you've got a blank mind map as well. So if you have not gotten that, let me know, because it's being emailed out to you each month. So I did have a couple people last month say, oh, you know, I'm not getting that, and we had to work through some email hiccups on that. So if you're not getting yours, let me know for sure, and we'll make sure to make sure we're not going to your junk mail or something like that. That's what had happened with the other people. We had gotten marked as spam because it's a Dropbox link. So that can happen. So if you're not getting it, let me know, and we'll make sure you are getting it. So for the mom section, it had overwhelm. For the family section, it's just all spring, you know, just spring stuff. It's got spring conversation starters, spring activity suggestions, spring family theme nights. I love the family theme nights, where it just kind of gives you an idea of a whole night to have as a family theme night. You know, game nights, things like that. It's got movie lists that are kind of spring friendly, and different game suggestions, things like that. Craft suggestions. It's got baking suggestions. So anything that you would want to do as a family. It has like weekend activity list, things like that. So anything that you would want to do as a family, there's ideas in there. So I really love making that part of the notebook each month. That's one of my favorite things that I do when I start compiling those lists. In the organizing section, this one was all about cleaning, because, you know, spring cleaning, and it's a cleaning box. So it had, let me look at the list here. It had your daily, weekly, monthly cleaning checklist. It had a quarterly checklist, a twice yearly cleaning checklist, and a yearly checklist. And that's just stuff that sometimes it's hard to keep track of all that stuff. And I'll think, yep, I'm on top of stuff. And then, nope, it's actually been like 3 years since I cleaned a ceiling fan. So it's got some reminders in there that'll just help you keep track of when's the last time I did this, when does it need to be done again, and just kind of keep things on your radar, because I don't know about you all, but I mean, just things like that will slip through the cracks in my mind all the time. And there's not enough capacity in here going to be able to keep track of that kind of stuff. So I've got to write stuff down, and I've got to keep track of when things were done, because I mean, what gets measured generally will get done a little bit more than if not. And if I'm depending on it all just floating around up here, I'm gonna totally it's gonna whiz every single time. So that's just my way of how I keep track of things. If it works for you, great, and if not, totally disregard it and do it your way. But that's just how I like to keep track of it. The menus are in there. There's 4 weeks of menu plans. It's got a menu for each week. It's got a grocery list that corresponds to the menu. And so it's actually got on the grocery list in behind each ingredient has got a little bracket that tells you what meal that corresponds with. So it's really easy to go through the grocery list and say, okay, I'm going to make these 3 meals this week. I only need the stuff that goes with those 3 meals. And so you're not having to buy groceries that you don't need. And so the menu plan, I try to keep it pretty easy at our house. We're pretty busy and we get home late a lot. And so I always try to keep it quick to where there's a couple quick meals a week. I usually try to do something a little bit more on a Saturday or a Sunday that's a nicer meal. There's at least one night a week is pizza or takeout or both. And so I try to reflect that in the menus and just things that are super easy to throw together. And they may not, either they're going to be quick to make or you're going to put it together and then it's going to bake for a while. So I try to make sure that it's all time friendly, because at 5 o'clock when you're trying to start getting dinner together but everybody's doing homework and things like that, it's not the time to be making a gourmet dinner. And it's not the time, I mean, you want stuff that's kid friendly and family friendly and fast and easy and not too much to clean up. So that's what I try to keep in mind when I do those menus. And you know, I don't think for a second that everybody's going to go, you know, exactly down the menu each week, but it's just somewhere to start and make your menu plan and just new ideas. I always am looking for new dinner ideas. I don't like it when the dinner routine gets stale, and I just, that's not my favorite. So I always love to have new ideas. Next section, date night. I love planning the date nights as well. This one I think is my favorite one. This one is tourist in your town date. And so it's all about how to go be a tourist in your own town for the day. And I really loved all the suggestions that I was able to find and put in there and incorporate. And so I hope that you know, the weather is now starting to break, at least here. I'm in Tennessee, so the weather's actually getting pretty nice. And hopefully the weather's breaking where you are, and you'll be able to get out and do some fun activities outdoors. And then the last part is the calendars. And that's in every notebook. So there's always going to be a calendar. Again, this is for March. Yours will be for April. But it's got the actual numbered calendar. And then it has a blank one in case you need it. And then it's got a list of the fun holidays. And so, let me actually pull up the actual fun holidays. I love looking at those because I think it's just a fun way that you can incorporate some extra fun into your everyday routines at home. So like, for example, today is the 14th. Today is National Dolphin Day. And so you could talk about dolphins, or you could watch a movie about dolphins. Lots of them are food related, which I think is super fun. The 20th is National Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day, so you could have an excuse to make cake. The 24th is National Pigs in a Blanket Day. There's National Pretzel Day. That will be my son's most favorite day because pretzels are his favorite snack in the whole world. There's National Raisin Day coming up. So that's just a fun way you can say, oh, it's National Raisin Day. Let's make oatmeal raisin cookies, or let's make some cinnamon raisin bread, or just something fun that you can do together with a family. And so I really enjoy finding the holidays and what those are. And I hope that you guys enjoy, you know, having fun, at least, you know, topic of the day of, oh, what's the holiday for today? That's just something fun to kind of keep everybody engaged, and just something fun to talk about and celebrate. So that is the April Supermom ShuffleBox. So again, that one actually did sell out, so it's not in the shop. Most of the other older boxes are in the shop. There's, you know, usually 1 or 2 left somewhere along the way. And so if you're interested in getting some previous boxes, we do have those available in the shop. But the April box did sell out, so there's none of those available. So if you got it, great. If you didn't, you know, sorry. You know, you may want to sign up before the end of the month if you want to get the May box, because I do anticipate that it will probably sell out since it's the Mother's Day holiday coming up. So again, you know, theoretically it'll be available until April the 30th, and then the bundle boxes will be available. The Mother's Day bundle boxes will be available, I guess, through Mother's Day, through the 9th, and then the new mom boxes are going to go and they'll just be a year-round gift that you can give, because I mean, we have new babies all the time. So again, if you're not on the newsletter list, get on that for sure. Supermomshufflebox.com. Scroll down to the bottom, get your email on the list. That lets you know about the giveaways for the month. It lets you know about any sales we're having. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. And past that, if you have any questions or if there's something I can help with, let me know. You can always reach me at supermomshuffle@gmail.com. You can always reach me on Facebook at the Supermom ShuffleBox page. You can send me a direct message on Instagram at Supermom ShuffleBox. I'm super easy to find. So if you need me, let me know. And if there's anything I can help with, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you again next month for our next unveiling. Thank you so much.